a building you're going to miss. We are at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Please welcome your 2026 Dallas Cowboys.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be Cowboys football. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016, who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
You really do love these moments as a quarterback, bouncing on that field, energized by what your defense just did, giving you a gift at the turnover and some really optimal field position. Wouldn't it be rude, Kate, of them?
So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one. All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. So they keep the football, but now they face 2nd and long. On the play fake, it's Hurts. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Really, I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Another run for Williams. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Play brought to an end by Jonathan Grenard.
Grenard on the tackle. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Throw here, 3rd down. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
All right. Now things starting to pick up a little bit after a slow start, Brock. Last things fans want to see is a couple of uninspiring drives to begin a game.
Yep, they get the first and generate just a little excitement that we could see maybe our first touchdown here, or at least avoid another quick punt.
And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Play action, Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. And gain 11 on that play, and that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Straight ahead with Williams. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
He was brought down by Marcus Epps. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Prescott now off the play fake. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Third down, Eagles opting to go with a dime here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's still going at the 30. Running in the red zone. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys 7, Eagles nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Fires right away, but incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Cowboys crowding the passing lanes. They're into the dime for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Throw right side. Caught by Goddard. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Devontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Prescott takes off with it. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Cowboys first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers, just the element they needed to spring that run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. This is ahead for about 5. Marcus Epps making the play.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. To throw, Prescott. turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, Kate, we see this all the time at every level of football. You've got to catch it first. It's just like when a receiver receives a handoff. You got to secure the ball, then let your athleticism take off.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Dak now from the gun. He's got it. Complete to Pickens. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Running right, it's Williams. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
2nd and 3 now. To throw is Prescott. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, but still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Brought in. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
10 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of game.
Davis. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Give to Williams from the gun. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
3rd and goal, Prescott. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pull out in front for their 13th zip. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Shipley now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They go play fake with Hurts. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
First down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Philadelphia.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, Hurts. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
It's a screen to Barkley. And they get this down to the 28. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Cut out left. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
2nd and 3 now. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone on first. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. It's a sneak, Hurts. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. But he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the first down.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the pistol, Hurts. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. It's 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
Kate, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And we'll see what they do about 4th and goal in a few minutes. We've reached the end of our first quarter. Our score, 14-0. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. Everyone's out there, so let's get things restarted. Elliott connects there. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Brings it in at the 13. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. Like his dad before him, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the tackle.
2nd and 6.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Out left, Lamb makes the grab. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Prescott to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped it at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st down from the 42. Prescott here from the gun. On it, and he nearly picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's 2nd down. Oh, another target there for one of the busiest members of this offense, but this one nearly ended in disaster.
Yeah, kind of become a victim of his own success, right? They're keying on him extensively now, knowing that ball could be headed his way, and that time it should have been a takeaway.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Draw play. This is Williams. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
Handoff here to Davis. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. From the gun is Prescott. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Intended for George Pickens. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. He's going to keep this one. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
That's all you could really expect from a sneak, Kate. One, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, well, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that extends their lead to 14.
I know, you always want to finish drives in the end zone, but no matter what, the important thing is they end in some kind of points, and that's mission accomplished there.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Defended by Kobe Durant.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Hurts now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
Okay, you give him much of the credit for this early lead. Heck, give every player on that defense now their 4th sack of this game credit, because that ambush on the quarterback, a big reason why they're in control of this game.
Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on third. Here he goes, third and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Ooh, the defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Braden Mann out once more for another punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Ooh, errant snap, but he gets what he can behind this one. Has it at the 45. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. He felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
A 62-yard attempt.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
Hey, listen, I know kickers are arguably better today than they've ever been in the history of football. But anything from 60-plus is still awfully ambitious. And that time, it didn't pan out.
Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Here's Hurts. That's incomplete left side. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here. 3rd down. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And this one does not go far.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Braden Mann on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
For George Pickens.
Looking for George Pickens that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Dak off the play fake. Dump off caught by his back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Simply part of the job description for any running back in today's game. You're out there, you're going to be one of your quarterback's most important safety valves, and you got to be ready for that check down at all times.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. 3rd and long for him here. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Nearly got that football in plus territory with the pick, Brock, but the drop does give the offense an opportunity to now punt this away.
Yeah, either way, you should be getting the ball as a result of that play. It's just, well, now it's going to be a little bit tougher. He's got to string a longer drop.
Oh, slow snap there, and it's blocked. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner, and now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Okay, I'm hoping that he simply got turned around, forgot which end of the field was his, because other than that, Brock, I got no explanation.
Yeah, imagine how funny it actually would have been, funny like a clown, to see his own team chase him down and tackle him, Kate. I mean, it would have been hilarious for us to watch. A little embarrassing for him, but less embarrassing than running it back to the wrong end zone for a safety?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. It's fielded at the 14. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First down now, ball at the 33. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Escapes the defender. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble, but it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. That's him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. A gain of 14.
Where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them first and goal.
Eagles, first down. First and goal.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They're going to run with Barkley. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's second and goal. He gets it again. And his defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. They get 6 on the ground. That sets him up third and goal from the 4.
A 6-yard gain.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Barkley. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on fourth and goal.
A loss of a yard.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Elliott connects there, and they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys about set to take over. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes first and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got second and 8.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Dak now from the gun. To the left and reined in by Ferguson. Ooh, this is close, but I think it's going to be third down. Gain on the play up to the 38.
Brings up third down.
He has it on the QB sneak. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. Cowboys with the lead here at AT&T.
39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Throwing on first is Prescott. That's caught by Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Prescott to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That's one he knows he should have had. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he sure has proven to be a handful for them, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's going to keep it this time. And Hurts gives himself up after getting that 1st down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Man in motion here. Back to throw, Hurts. Hits his running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Hurts looking to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Here's man on to punt it away. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. The Cowboys taking over on offense. Not much time left before halftime. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st and 10, Prescott. Completed over the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 36-yard line.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Throwing here just before halftime. Called in by Lamb, right side. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. So a two-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a two-score ball game here as we resume play. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
This is taken in at the 13. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the third.
At their own 29-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
The ball carrier, Tariq Woolen on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Dak to the air here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another run for Williams. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. There he goes again! And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
From the 24 once again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. He's going to tuck it and run. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. And in he goes for the Dallas touchdown. George Pickens the touchdown. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there, because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Whenever you're throwing for 2, you always expect to see the pass go into the end zone, because otherwise you risk defenders rallying to the ball and stopping it short.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. With the defensive speed in today's league, gosh, you're just taking a risk anytime you throw it short of the end zone.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And it's going to be 2nd down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. He's keeping it. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
3rd down, they need 7. He'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to run for it. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And it sets up 2nd down. We're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. Throw here, 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Punting unit out now. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Cowboys and George Pickens set for this next possession. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Moving to work at the 35. And he's going to get this to the 39-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
And the Cowboys, 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st down, here's Dak. Pressure coming, and they take him down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Play action now for Prescott. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long. That's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Over the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the 1st play.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. Hurts to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Dallas Goedert. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the plays. You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
On now comes their punter. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. brought down before the return gets far. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Play action, Prescott. Catch made by Schoonmaker. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They go with Williams on the counter. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
The Eagles into the nickel. 3rd down coming. To the air on 3rd and long. Screen here for Williams. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space. It was all about his athleticism after that.
Prescott on 1st and 10. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he'll be met in the lines, limit the gain to a yard. Jahan Campbell, yep, another 1st-round defender out of Alabama. They're on the tackle.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Bigsby with the return. He dodged the tackle. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. First call here coming from the shotgun. They go play action. Here's Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hurts on first down. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
After the sack, defense has got to be feeling good. Here comes 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Hurts. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play, forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult 3rd down now staring you in the face.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Okay, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Punt team on the field. Brady Mann will kick it away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Going left side, Williams with it. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Williams, the ball carrier. Andrew Makuba on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Dak now from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 7.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's going to try to avoid having a 2nd one blocked here. For the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
On third down, it's Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
The Eagles are in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 from the 32. Now Dak to throw. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Cooper to Jean with the stop.
4 yards on the
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Prescott here from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that brings up third down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away. What's next?
And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First and 10 from the 43. Straight ahead with Williams. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dak out of the pistol. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Prescott now on third down. Sends this to the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
For the point after, here's Aubrey.
Point after.
He hits it true, despite some issues with that snap. And the Cowboys continue piling onto this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Shipley now to return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And this has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. From the pistol, Hurts. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
No one picks him up, and he reminded everyone in the building why that's a major mistake. The linebacker's athleticism on full display. A sack in under 2 seconds? That's a select group of players on the planet who could pull that off.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. They go play fake with Hurts. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Ooh, put some air under this one, right side. And it is incomplete. Went big on the final play of our 3rd quarter. And nothing comes from it as we hit the break. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Eagles football, and they're going to look for points here, but it might be too little too late for them in this lopsided game. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Williams now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now it's the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
You've set it downs for him from the 31. Line up the design keeper. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
You know, games that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Williams on the carry. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He was brought down by Zach Bourne. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun is Prescott. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Ferguson, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's about 43 yards for it. Aubrey puts it through. And despite that bad snap, they're able to tack on 3.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Bigsby with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers. Right in a tournament, they don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more and more. 10 sacks.
And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Jalen Thompson on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Making the call himself. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
I can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And it's incomplete. That's going to be a turnover on downs, depending on what the call is on this penalty. Yep, already got the stop and the turnover on down, so they're just going to decline that penalty. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds after, looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Out of bounds at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
A run with Williams. And second down only works out for a yard. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Bigsby with the return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. First down now, ball at the 33. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. The offenses love execution plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for second down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Sending the tight end in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Philadelphia.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Hurts tucks it, starts running. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. They'll motion Smith left. Now Hurts on third and long. Lobs this one deep down the left. This is brought in at the 15. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles putting up points in a game decided. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. And that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in. So leave that score as is. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It's a gain of 11. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
Had to be a missed assignment somewhere on that play, and the QB capitalizes with an excellent gain. There's got to be an adjustment made, so even when the QB keeps it himself on the read option, that gain is minimized.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that'll be good for a Dallas first down.
That's another Cowboys first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, it's a run with Davis. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
It's plays like that, Kate, that I'm happy I'm the color analyst and you and your spotter are doing play-by-play, because that was a massive humanity, a whole bunch of bodies to sort through for 1 yard.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Dak off the play fake. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
On the coverage.
Third and long for him here. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for George Pickens that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
It's 4th down.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
58-yard attempt.
And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And looking at the scoreboard, Brock, I think they can weather the miss there.
Something I would have never said 20 years ago, Kate, when I started this business, but it rattles through my big old noggin now. That miss really has an effect on fantasy football owners more than anybody else. Imagine the poor soul somewhere, anywhere, who ends up losing in fantasy this week specifically because of that miss.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Hurts setting up to throw. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that takes them to 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. To the air on 3rd and long. Puts everything he has under this one. This is caught inside the 15. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
13-yard line.
Yeah, Brian Schottenheimer saw that last play a little differently. He is challenging the ruling on the field. We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Brian Schottenheimer continuing to plead his case, but to no avail. That play is going to stand. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Hurts. This one's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Coverage by Shamar James.
And again, here's Hurts. Throws caught. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Hurts yet again. He scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles making the scoreboard look a touch better. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And this one thankfully not off the mark. He gets it to go.
Makes the score Cowboys 39, Eagles 21.
Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Cowboys manage to recover the football. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag.
Let's go, take it to the house. Not like we can see this defense.
First play is a design run. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You know, that's a case, Kate, defensively, where you just got to keep your eyes on the backfield and be ready if they go with that drop play. Even an extra second to react, well, gives them room to operate.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Here's a design run. And not much space available there, maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Aubrey puts it through, and that stretches the lead to 21.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Bigsby with the return. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing here, Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Eagles trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Finds the in route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
14 yards.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first to build more momentum after getting that first.
37-yard line.
We've set it downs from 37. First down throwing for Hurts. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the Cowboys' 36-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hurts looking to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Hurts throwing again. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete. Defended by Kobe Durant.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. It's Hurts once again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
On the gun on 3rd down, Hurts. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Don't want to give them another shot at 3rd down, so they'll bring up 4th while they can and decline the flag.
That penalty is declined.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Design quarterback run here. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.